Tonight, breaking news about that recent acid victim in Vancouver, Washington. There are reports that, in fact, it may have been a hoax. Police holding a news conference right now as we speak. Let's go to the news conference and hear what they have to say.
As Chief of Police for the City of Vancouver, I want to express my appreciation to the media, to the community, and to citizens across the state of Washington who have been patient with our department and allowed us the time and ability to take a thorough and complete look at this alleged attack. I want to reassure the citizens of Vancouver that Esther Short Park and the surrounding area is a safe area of our community, and they should not assume that this alleged attack reflects upon the safety that they've been able to enjoy while visiting that park. As Chief, I also would like to express my gratitude to our detectives who worked in a very professional and diligent manner to successfully resolve this investigation. And at this point, if you have any questions, I'll turn this over to Commander Schumann.
Commander or Chief, is there any sort of motive to this attack that you've been able to uncover so far?
She has made some statements in regard to what motivated her. We really can't release that right now because we're still doing the investigation. In fact, the detective is still with other people involved in the investigation doing interviews. So
we've gotten some anonymous calls that she may have seen a plastic surgeon like weeks or days before this attack. Can you?
I had not heard that. I've not heard that.
What was her demeanor today during the search warrant and the interview?
She is extremely upset. She's very remorseful. In many ways, this is something that just got bigger than what she expected. And so she has shown that this has affected her a great deal.
Did you guys find the substance that caused that injury in her home?
That I'm not sure of. Scott?
All right, we're listening to this news conference, but the big headline is it was self-inflicted. It was a hoax, okay? Nobody threw acid on this woman's face. It was self-inflicted. Look at those injuries. Cops are saying this woman, Bethany Storrow, did it to herself. The entire nation sympathized with Bethany Storrow when she held a news conference behind heavy bandages. Watch this.
You know, in time, I'm going to forgive her, because if I don't, then it's hard to move on with my life. So that's the biggest, like my chaplain told me last night, it really is the biggest weapon for me to have, is to forgive her.
You know what really upsets me about this, Vinnie Politan? It's that she also said that, oh, her attacker was an African-American woman. She went out of her way to say that. Now it turns out it was all made up. According to cops, she threw acid on her own face.
All right. Jane, it's outrageous, but there's part of me that is like, oh my goodness, what would make a young girl do this? What is going on in her mind? And I understand all the damage that she's done. I understand that we may have a copycat here. But at the end of the day, with this young girl, my first thing is like, oh my goodness, my heart drops. Why would someone mutilate themselves like she did?
All right, let's go back to the news conference. They're telling us that they found out that this was self-inflicted by the splash pattern on her face.
Not everyone's going to be safe and feel safe again, but can you talk a little bit about the fear that this attack instilled in the community? I mean, for a while we thought there was a crazy woman running around town.
And I think that's an understandable reaction from the community. Unfortunately, for whatever reason that Ms. Storrow may have had for making this false report, it has had an impact on our community. It's brought negative attention on our community that's undeserved. This is a community that's very proud of what's happened with the Esther Short area and the neighborhood surrounding it. Our department tries very hard to ensure a safe environment for families and citizens in our community, and it was a disturbing report to me. More so, I think the important factor here is that people realize that that is a safe area of our community and not allow this incident in and of itself to prevent them from enjoying what we consider to be a jewel of our city.
Will she be charged?
That will entirely be up to the prosecuting attorney's office. The detectives will complete their investigation. There's still much work to do. And then once that's done, a case will be referred, and the charging and prosecution decisions will be made by the Clark County Prosecutor's Office.
How many hours have you spent on this case?
I can't even estimate.
Yeah, I wouldn't even speculate right now.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. One of the reasons they found out that this was a hoax, they say, is because, some homeless people in the area said, we were watching when she went down, and she appeared to be completely alone.